I don't think any of us, I mean, I can speak for myself, but I don't really think that any of us spent much time considering the pressure of expectation. The first time around, I mean, it was my first movie when we made the first Star Trek, so I was just going through every day trying to deal with what was right in front of me. And this time I feel like, you know, we all have a deeper connection now, and we've all grown and had other experiences, and JJ has obviously evolved in his relationship to storytelling, and so I feel like we all just came back and tried to do the best work we could, you know?
The first Star Trek was very much an origin story, and so it was an easier standalone movie to do. But because this one was more literally a sequel, our approach was to not treat it like a sequel. Treat it like its own thing. And if you happen to have seen an earlier version, great. But you never have to see Star Trek before to see Star Trek Into Darkness.
He is so capable of multitasking at such a high level for a film that is so big, with such a great amount of responsibility, and to handle such big effects and the action sequence on top of handling a really, I think, complex storyline is a hallmark of what he does best.
I was so proud to have been a part of it. I loved how it all was put together. I love what JJ did with the movie, how he edited, what all the actors did. It was just amazing because, mind you, yes, we're all friends, but we're not necessarily working together per se. So to be able to now sit down and see Benedict and Alice and Simon and Chris and go, oh my God, you guys kicked ass. It's amazing.
The challenge was always the balance between a movie that was huge action adventure and also about character and heart and emotion. And the other balance was it has to honor Star Trek. It has to honor what's come before because the fans of Star Trek are vocal. But this movie was not just made for fans of Star Trek. It was made for people who just love going to the movies. So the key was to treat this film as its own thing. A standalone movie where we're not making a sequel, we're making its own movie.
There are certain things that insurance restrictions prevent us from actually being able to do in terms of wire work. But yeah, I mean, we did all of our fight sequences and stuff, and all of the running, and we had a great stunt team, an amazing group of guys that were there to support us and help us and train us. But that's part of the fun of making a movie like this.